Welcome back to My Road to Glory. Before we hop into my sophomore year, let me just give you a recap of what happened my freshman year. In the beginning of my freshman season, I was projected to be the backup the whole year. But with some early season injuries, this meant coach had no choice but to put an unproven 3-star running back on the field. Luckily, I was able to prove to people that I was going to be a star in the making a couple newspaper articles, and things looked like they couldn't get any better. But let me just say we had some inconsistent play. And some more. And, well, you get the picture. So ultimately, I made a decision myself that I was going to transfer at the end of the season. I ended up finishing my freshman season with 890 yards and 8 touchdowns. I also received all freshman national team honor and all MAC team honors as well. We ended up losing in the Myrtle Beach Bowl to the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, where we were finishing an abysmal 6-7 record. After all that, it was time to hit the transfer portal, where I would ultimately decide to go back and play in my home state and play for UNC. This gave me the opportunity to be close to home, but also gave me the opportunity to play some big-time football, which now leads us to now. Going to a bigger program definitely got me right. I was able to put on some well-needed 10 pounds of muscle, and I also decided to get a little bit more drippy as well. I also decided to make a little bit more changes to my personal style too. But when I got to campus, something that really surprised me was that the coaching staff told me that I was going to be competing for the halfback 1 spot right away. I guess I built a reputation in Toledo. Regardless, I took advantage of that opportunity in front of me and handled business, becoming the bona fide halfback 1, and now I'm not looking back. Stepping on the field for the first time against TCU, it was a big adjustment from Toledo, and something I need to get used to fast because here on my first carry, I only get 1 yard. But I think I start to get into the groove here because I make this catch to keep the drive going for the first down and getting tackled out of bounds. The first drive jitters are now gone because here on the screenplay to make up for the sack that we just took, I make a defender miss and I get 1 yard short of the first down to make it third and manageable. So now coach is trying this new formation here with the 2 running backs. I guess this is his attempt to get both of us carries and touches, and it didn't go as planned. But he does it again here, and it actually works. Our backup running back finds a hole, and he gets inside the 5-yard line. Now we have a chance to score. And here on 3rd and goal, with a couple rushing attempts that failed, we end up finding our tight end on the right side for a touchdown. We got a little RPO action here on 1st and goal. After getting the touchdown, I'm able to find the crease and get a good 5 yards. The last drive stalled out, and here on 1st and 10, backed up in our own territory, I'm able to find a nice hole and get a nice gain to relieve some pressure. So now it's time for the 2-minute drill, and after that nice rush, on 1st and 10, our quarterback drops back and takes a bad sack. On 2nd and long, the coach calls a handoff for me, and I'm able to bust free through there untouched, but I can't make a man miss. On 3rd and 4, this is our chance to try to get some points before the half. Our quarterback drops back and throws a bad pick. Kind of reminds me of the Toledo days, so hopefully I'm hoping our defense can get a stop so we don't potentially lose this lead. On 2nd down, I'm out wide, and our quarterback is able to find our slot on the hitch, and he breaks the tackle and makes this 3rd and short. And on 3rd and short, I get the ball on the right side, and I'm able to plant up, cut out, make a man miss, and I'm in green grass here, and I can't make the last guy miss for this touchdown. What a big play. And after that big run here, I make another big catch on the sideline to get us to the 1-yard line. So close to getting my first touchdown. We ended up getting 7 more points here, and now our offense is back at work. Here I get a dive play up the middle, and I'm able to get a nice gain for about 10 yards. On 2nd and entrance, I get the ball again. I bump into some of my blockers, but I'm still able to get the first down. After that last play, our quarterback does a play-action pass, and he throws a stripe to receiver down the middle in a post route for a big play and to keep this drive moving. I guess our quarterback's trying to make up from that interception in the first half, because here on 1st down and 10, he drops back and throws a dime to our receiver on the right side. He comes back and gets the ball, and now we're inside the 5. Here in 1st and goal, we can smell the end zone. Our quarterback on the RPO decides to throw to our receiver in the back of the end zone, and he scores a touchdown. I guess I'm going to have to wait for that touchdown. Our defense gets a stop, and we're at the 10, and I'm out wide, and I'm running a slant route. Now, our quarterback finds somebody on the left side, and he pushes forward inside the 5 to get us knocking on the door again at the goal line. On 2nd and goal, we have a read option. Our quarterback is selfish and keeps it, and we lose big yards here. On third and goal, I have a wheel around the right side, and I have a step on this defender, but he throws it short, and that was a touchdown missed. After that field goal, nothing really much exciting happened. We just sat on the lead and just ran the ball and just punted and just played the game within the game. I ended up winning player of the game with 16 carries and 88 rushing yards, no touchdowns, so I'm hoping that'll change soon. In our home debut against UConn, we're able to start in great field positioning, and we're able to find the receiver on the left-hand side on a fade route for a touchdown. On our next drive, we're faced with a 3rd and 6, and I'm able to run an out route, keep this drive moving, and just able to impact the game through the air as well. Something that I did in Toledo, so I'm glad that I'm able to do that at the big stages as well. Against UConn, I'm feeling pretty good, Going into this game, we knew this was a team that we could beat. We just had to go do it. So here I'll get the ball up the middle, and I make a man miss, and granted, wasn't the biggest play, but it was a big confidence booster for sure. Speaking of confidence boost, on 2nd and 10, our quarterback throws the check down to me again, and I'm able to make another man miss and keep pushing forward, carrying the defender for the first down. We are just moving and grooving down the field, and here on 1st and 10, I'm able to find the hole on the left side, try to make a man miss, but get gain tackle. Here on 1st and goal, I get a handoff, and I get stopped for no gain here. There was like 3 UConn players in that vicinity. On 3rd and long here, we're trying to make a play to keep this drive moving, but UConn gets an impressive sack to force us to take a field goal. Even though we got the lead, UConn's a lesser opponent. We should be beating them a little better. So here on 2nd and 12, I'm able to run up and get 10 yards on the draw play. But then I get taken out the game again, so I hope we could get the job done. After my quick little breather, I'm back in here on 1st and 10 on the counter play. I'm able to find a nice gap and get a good 13 yards. I'm not liking that coach stunts my momentum by taking me out the game constantly. But anyway, we're here on the goal line, but we end up throwing an interception. Come on, our quarterback throws another interception against UConn in the goal line. We can't be doing that against these teams. We got to get these points, man. So here's our first drive back after the halftime. We were moving the ball pretty well, nickel and diming with some short pass plays, and here our quarterback is able to get a huge run to keep this drive moving. Let me just say, I'm really enjoying UNC's offense. Even though we're struggling a little bit, I really love the spread formation, having people spread out and giving me more room to run the ball. On 2nd and 2, we're set up well. We have another read option. Our quarterback keeps it, and they sniff that out like nothing. And on 3rd and 6, we have a slant route here. Our quarterback, known for his legs, decides to take off for the first down, but he is tackled short, 1 yard short to be exact. So here in 4th and short is put up or shut up time. It's time for me to run this ball, get this first down, and do what running backs are supposed to do. And I do just that, getting just enough for the first down. After that 4th down rush, coach calls my number again, and I'm able to bounce off some blockers to find a hole and push close for a first down for a 9-yard play. On 2nd down and 1, we're doing our signature play, action play, and our quarterback throws a straight dot to the defense, and that's his second pick of the game. Our defense is putting their money where their mouth is, and so it's time for us to do the same. And we do just that by getting this nice completion. We get another nice completion here on first down. Finding the receiver on the drag route, he's able to get some yards after the catch for the first down. Our quarterback's really feeling himself in this passing game because here on this RPO, he's able to complete it and make the right read, and we get a nice big gain, getting us into the red zone. I'm out wide again running a slant route, and 1st and goal, and our quarterback finds a receiver in traffic for the touchdown. It's looking like this won't be the week where I score a touchdown either, but I'm going to be determined to get in there next week. But for now, we're going to celebrate this dub. I thought my job for the day was finished, but UConn ended up scoring a touchdown. So now coach wants us to run this clock out. Here on 2nd and long, I'm able to get a stretch play on the outside and break free, untouched, break a tackle, and push forward for a first down. That should be enough to put this game away. Since UConn wanted to fight back, we decided to show no mercy. So we ended up scoring another touchdown here. You could call it risky, but we just call it confident. I ended up finishing this game with 17 carries and 82 yards. Not horrible, could be better, but we ended up pulling out 24-14 against UConn. And our wide receiver Taylor ended up having 3 catches for 50 yards and 3 touchdowns. What a game, my boy. Our next matchup is against Duke, but this isn't just any game. This is a storied rivalry where the two teams can't stand each other. This rivalry is not just a basketball rivalry. There's a lot of bragging rights on the table today, which is why I'm locked in and determined to step up this week. Regardless of all that, here on 3rd and long, it's time to make a play here, and our quarterback drops back, and we're not starting off well because he just fumbled the ball, and the defense just picked it up for a fumble 6, and now we're down 14-0 at Duke. This is not good. This isn't the greatest start that we could have had, but there's a simple solution, and that's giving me the ball. And our quarterback does just that. On an improvised route, he finds me, and I'm able to secure that catch for the first down. On 2nd and 10 in scoring position, our quarterback is able to find the receiver on the zig route, and he's able to push and get that first down. On 1st and 10 in the red zone, our quarterback hands it off to our backup running back, and he's able to find a nice hole there and make it 2nd and 4. Coach calls our number in 2nd and 4, and we take full advantage of it, plowing in for the touchdown, our first touchdown of the season, but we're still down. So there's still some work to do, but we still got a little time to celebrate for sure. On our next drive, we got great field positioning, and it's 1st and 10 here. And I'm going to roll out in motion, catch a pass in open space, and I'm running, make a man miss, and I get tackled inbounds. After that play on 1st and 10, I get a handoff again up the middle, and I get a decent chunk of yardage. That possession wasn't as good as we thought it was. We took a sack, a whole bunch of other stuff, and we only got a field goal. But now we got the ball back, and we're trying to maybe get another field goal here. And we get a completion, a slant across the middle for a nice gain. After that catch, Coach calls slants again, and it works again as he finds a receiver across the middle again inside the 10 here, and we'll call a timeout and get a field goal. We end up picking up some of the pieces from the first half, and now in the second half, we're trying to start off strong, finding an out route, a receiver on the outside, getting that first down, moving the chain. Big-time players make big-time plays, and here on 3rd and 11, I do just that. I get the ball off the screen pass, follow my blockers, and get enough for the first down, shoving off defenders and looking like a man out there. Here on 2nd and 10, our quarterback is showing his poise in the pocket, waiting for the play to develop, finding the receiver on the right side on the out route for the first down. It really feels like we're starting to get some momentum here. We definitely moving the ball, clicking on all cylinders. Here on 1st down, the backup running back gets the ball. He follows his blocks, and he gets a big run with a boost of speed just then. After that run, now it's my turn. Here on 1st and 10, I follow my blockers, but let's just say it's not as good. It's looking like a common trend for me to get subbed out the game like it just did, but here I have a chance to finish a drive. Not often does this happen, and I'm going to take advantage of it again. I try to run up, and I'm pushing through the pile, and I'm able to score my 2nd touchdown this afternoon. So now we're going to try to go for 2 to make this a 21-14 lead. And I do just that, making this contested grab. But there's a flag on the field for holding. One of our offensive linemen was called for holding. So this play is not going to count. It's going to be 19-14. Our defense gives up a field goal. Not the worst thing. Could be better. But now it's time for the offense to make a play. And we're going to do that, get a first down here. And I get taken out the game again. Guys, let me tell you, football is all about momentum. And when you constantly keep getting taken out the game, it's so hard to build momentum. But here, I'm defying the odds and still getting the first down, trying to just keep this game alive and put it away. Here in 2nd and long, coaches let me get my feet under me with a stretch play, and I'm going to do just that. I'm going to follow my gaps. There's a huge hole, and I'm going to break to the outside untouched, score my 3rd touchdown of the game, also giving UNC the lead back with that momentum as well. Oh, man, this is huge for a rivalry game. Let's go. Our defense gets another stop, and our coaches decide to keep me off the field for the next drive. Regardless, our offense ends up scoring another touchdown, but then Duke ends up scoring as well, and now it's still a one-score game. Regardless of that, we got to run this ball out, and that's what I'm going to do. Obvious run situation, and I'm going to push ahead and get a couple yards. On 2nd and 5 here, I do the same thing. I run up the middle, get a couple more yards. Now our chances of a win is looking even better. On 3rd and 2, coach puts the ball in my hands. And, of course, I put the game away. Getting this first down, Duke's forced to use their last timeout. After my hard run, we're able to take a knee and get out of here 33-28 against our rivals Duke. And, man, this feels good. There's something about rivalry games, man. Just brings the best out of you. And this was by far the best game I've had this season. On top of that, I ended up finishing this game with 13 carries, 82 yards, and 3 touchdowns while winning player of the game. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all stay tuned to see what happens next. Peace.